So we are in the end game now. I think I've hyped you enough. I hope you're all ready for today's exercise. Let's hear from everyone. We have a question in the chat. What you're feeling right now? Type one word, and we'll see those answers in 3, 2, 1, go. We have excited, hyped. All right, that was my aim. Nervous, excited. Traveling, okay. Excited, composed, okay. Nervous, excited, little nervous, excited, nervous. Cool. So we'll start very quickly. I'll not give you a thing. So we'll just quickly start. So how we're going to go about today's session is I have a bunch of questions for you, and you have to attempt them as you would do in an interview setting. And I'll share the question. We'll discuss about it if you have any doubts or anything, and then we'll start, and we'll decide a time, roughly how much time you would need. We'll then start. Then all of you will code in your local machines. You could use your cloud IDs, REPL or Code Sandbox. That's up to you. If you want to use your local setup, that's also fine. And after that end of the time, we'll see some demos, and then we'll do a reflection. Then we'll move on to the next question. Any doubts till now? Yes, Pratyush.
Will it be pure, it's like React, JavaScript, or just only JavaScript?
उससे क्या करोगे तुम अभी जान के?
नहीं मतलब if it is like React, or it's like I can set up my machine. So
हाँ, तो ये so this is something the interview won't tell you before, right? You have to be ready for everything. So yeah,
okay.
it might be a mix. It could be anything. Yeah, that's the surprise element in the interview, right? Like let's say if 1 hour before I would have given you key, these are the questions you're going to practice, then probably whatever you would be going through the next hour, that would be different. But uncertainty is the name of the game that you have all signed up to play. So let's go. Any final questions before we start? Hope everyone is ready. You have your keyboards on. Maybe have a glass of bottle nearby. All right, cool. So let's go with the first question. Again, think of it that you are interviewing, like giving a real interview. Attempt it the best possible way, which means however you would do in a real interview. If you want to think about the solution first, then code. If you want to directly jump into code, up to you. And again, you learn from iteration. So let's go. So we have the first question coming in. I don't want you to code before I tell you to. So don't just seeing the question, don't jump into coding. We'll have enough time for coding. All right. So let's start with the first question. Here is your someone asking something. All right, cool. So पहला प्रश्न ये रहा आपके Zoom chat पे, and अरे where is it? Okay, बैठा नहीं सही से, but okay, let's go again. पहला प्रश्न ये रहा आपके Zoom chat पे. Take 2 minutes, read the question, understand what is expected, and then we'll go about coding it out. So we'll give you enough time. Don't start coding yet. Just think about what you want to showcase in this problem statement. If you have questions, you can raise your hand, or else what you can start doing is think of how much time you will take to code this solution. Just think of key, okay, this is what I'll need to do. Isme itna time lega. Just like in your mind, do a rough calculation of this many minutes you will take. It could be 10 minutes, could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, anything. Just do a quick calculation. And when you're done with the calculation, maybe just raise your hand. I'll not ask you anything, but yeah, just raise your hand when you're done. So yeah, I know you're done with the estimation. Can we Google if we require? Ideally, since this is like a So it depends on what you Google, right? If you directly Google the exact question itself, then I'll say no. But let's say if you know that some method of JavaScript exists to do a particular thing, if you're just searching for that syntax, then it depends on the interviewer, they'll allow you or not. For now, maybe I'll say I'll allow, but yeah, it depends on how specific you're searching. And yeah, some interviewers might straight up say that, hey, you should not Google. Cool. Let's do a rough estimate. Just saying again, don't start coding yet. We'll have enough time for it. And just do a rough calculation. Let's do in vanilla. Good question, Rishabh. Yeah, you should always ask in which it could be the case that, you start coding in some technology and after 20 minutes, the interviewer says, no, I wanted something else. So it's always better to clear out your assumptions. Quick check. Am I lagging or is it clear? Just type in the chat. Crystal clear. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, vanilla. Yes, Athar. Vanilla JS. Plain vanilla JS. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. No frameworks whatsoever. Cool. We can take a couple more minutes. And yeah, maybe I'll just stop speaking now. Whenever you're done with the estimation, just raise your hand. I'll not ask you anything. I just want a total of just a count of whether you're done with the estimation or not. Don't start coding yet. There are no bonus points for coding right now. We'll give you enough time. Can we use pen and paper? Yes, you can. Whoever has done estimation, they also should not start coding yet. No brownie points. We'll take maybe 1 more minute to estimate. If you need help in estimation, you can like also ask. We can also talk about it if you're stuck somewhere in estimation. But yeah, I think like you should have like a good idea of like what kind of things you need to do to be able to implement a solution for this before starting the problem, before starting coding itself. For people who are still estimating, see, I'm not going to hold you accountable. Like I'm not going to scold you or anything, right? For any estimate, I just want a rough estimate. Bata do. I'm not looking for a very exact number, even if it's like off by any time, that's fine. I like, what's your initial estimate of how much time should it take? Should it take 10 minutes? Should it take 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. I think these 5 options you can choose. If you want to go granular, that's also fine. But yeah, I want you to commit. I want you to like tell me a number. People, other people, do you have a rough number in mind? Pratik, Faraz, Nimish, Mehul, Ashish, Shweta, Shivani, Namrata, Rahul, Aryan, Mudra, Vivek, Ishika, Simon. Okay, wait, Ishika. I'll ask you. Wait. I don't want to. Like, if you put in the chat, then it puts a bias to everyone else. So that's why we use waterfall method. So yeah. People who have not raised their hands, do you need some help in estimating? You can talk out loud as well. All right, some power issues. All right, what about others? Rahul and Shivani. Is the question clear? Which is implement a stopwatch with start, stop, and reset features. Rahul, are you there? Can you unmute yourself? All right, cool. Okay, I think we have everyone here. You can lower your hands and just type your estimate in the chat. Well, let's see the numbers in minutes. So it could be as specific as you want. It could be 5, 10, 15, 20, 28, 17, any number between 0 to, I don't know, 100, whatever. Yeah, let's put the number of minutes as the estimate in the chat. Let's see those numbers in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have 25, 35, 10, 25, 15, 30, 10, 20, 25, 15, 20, 10, 25, 30, 20, 35, 20, roughly 25, 30, 25, 20. All right, so I feel like roughly 25 is the median here. So let's go with 25 minutes. What I'm going to do is, you can lower your hands. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start a timer at the top right for 25 minutes. It's 6:19 now. So we'll go till 6:45. You can be on mute and you can start coding in your favorite editor, local or online. And at 6:45, we'll meet for demos. Any questions before we start? We are giving 25 minutes. People who have said they want more, just try and push yourself if you can do in 25. Do you have to take care of styling? Up to you. Like, depends on the time you have after functionality. Focus on functionality before styling. Yeah. Namrata, do you have a question? Okay. So 25 minutes. I'm opening the rooms and I'll see you at 6:45. Don't take a lot of tension. Okay. Well, like, you might get stuck in a bunch of places. Understand that we have a lot of time to prepare. So at any time, if you feel like you're stuck, that's okay. That is the success metric of this session, that we know that where our gaps are, where we have to prove. Stopwatch only includes seconds or even milliseconds. Up to you, Tony. All right, so 6:20. I'll see you at 6:45. You'll see breakout room. Don't join breakout room. You can just be here. I'll see you. All the best. All right, folks, time up. And let's have videos on. Let's stop coding. It's okay if you are in between, that's fine. Not a real interview, so anything is fine. We're just here to learn. Okay. So now what I want everyone to do is just calculate the actual time that it took. And so we went for 25 minutes. If you completed earlier, let's say if you completed 20 minutes, then your time taken is 20 minutes. If you feel you need more time, then just do a rough estimate of how much time do you need more. Let's say you took 25 now, and you feel that you need like 10 minutes more. So then that final number would be 35. Okay. So basically any number below 25 would be like an exact number. And if it's above 25, then it's a thoda estimate, but still 25 actual plus some estimate. So come at a final number. And what I want you to type in the chat is arrow B, where A is your estimate and B is actual time taken. And again, like a small group, safe space, no judgment. Just share your numbers. Don't press enter yet. Just type in your numbers, and yeah, just don't think too much. Just whatever you came up with. Your estimate is already there. You had put earlier in the chart. You can note these A and B in your notes as well, your physical notes, digital notes, wherever you're making. Just copy the question there and just copy A and B there as well. Let's see your numbers in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So we have 25 to 38. Now, I just want you to focus on these numbers, which is like, these are like very off. Like 25 to 38 is like almost like a 50% off, right? During these sessions, like by practicing more, I want you to get to a point wherein the estimate is as close to actual as possible. And like 50% is definitely like a very high variance. That is something you should avoid, because then what that shows is there is some gap in what you think you can do and what you can actually do. So let's try to reduce that gap as much as possible. And if you want to like reflect on like, did you get stuck somewhere, we can maybe hear from Tushar. Up to you if you want to talk about like why did it take more time.
Actually, it's 28 or 3 is a typo.
वाह
Actually, just
वाह,
type it.
पूरा रामायण खत्म हो गया, ऐसा मत करो भाई, ठीक है. 10 to 15, 25 to 35, 35 to 40 plus, 20 to 23, and this is nice. 25 to 35 is nice. 30 to 35, 10 to 40. What happened, Athar?
I overestimated my capabilities, I guess. थोड़ा टाइम हो गया है vanilla javascript try करके तो.
Got it. Fair. I think this is a fair reflection. Ki it's almost like these are like coding muscles, and if you haven't used them in a while, yeah, you'll see it is the same in gym, right? Like you can keep increasing weights. If you don't go for 2 months, then you go back again, and then you're back at lower weights because you need that time. Okay, cool. 25 to 45 for us. What happened?
I think same the reason Shatar gave. It's long back. I put it in vanilla JavaScript.
Got it. Something to note here is these are like real interview questions. So it's not that these are made up. So like it's just a reminder that we focus on fundamentals as well. And it also ties into the reading, the daily readings that we're doing, right? Those are also on fundamentals. And thing with that also is that, of course, I know that you know it, but it's just that you have not been in practice with it. So we need to go back and master the fundamentals. 35 to 35, 20 to 35. Syed?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so I took some time thinking about a solution, and then when I was typing it out, I thought of another solution, and then I was confused. Should I go with that or this? And I started implementing the second one, but then the time was done.
Cool. I think fair, valid reasons. 20 to 30, 20 to 35, right?
So actually, I haven't done like vanilla JavaScript in a long time. So syntax wise, I was
Fair. 20, 30, 25, 35, 30, 40, 20, 10, 15 to 30, Abhik.
Same thing, vanilla JS.
Got it. Got it. 25, 35, 25, 35, 20, 20. Harshna?
Yeah, I mixed React concept for a second there, and then I went back to JS. So
20, 30, 25, 35, 28. I felt like I forgot how to write vanilla JS. Yep. My cloud ID was getting refreshed every time, so I needed to switch on my local system as it took 5 minutes again. So yeah, all these are like valid reasons, but in the context of an interview, they don't matter. These all go into that 70% and 30% luck. So like these all go into that lucky or ID was not working, you forgot syntax, need more practice, I had to Google syntax. Okay, cool. Who wants to show? Just raise your hands. We'll do some demos and then we'll move on to the next question. Acha, who is done? Can you raise
yeah,
your hands?
I am done.
Okay, just raise your hands, whoever is done. And all right, Harshna, let's start with you. Okay, nahin, I think Aryan raised hand first. We'll follow the order. Aryan, go for it.
Yeah, hi, Stephanie. Yeah.
Hey,
Sharing is disabled.
check now.
Yeah,
Cool. So just some guidelines. Think of you're showcasing your solution, right? So think of those things that you want to get to the point fast.
yeah. So on the click of start, the timer will start, and I give the delay of 10 seconds, 10 milliseconds. So, and on the click of stop, and on the click of reset, it's 0. So, and in code, uh, so my VS Code is visible, correct?
No, your Chrome is visible. I think code is fine. You can just show the demo. Anything else you want to show in the demo?
No. Just simple timer.
Got it.
Start, stop, and
Um,
reset.
Okay. In a stopwatch, you can start again after stop, right?
Yeah,
Let's see if that works.
yeah, it's working.
So let's stop. Let's start again.
Stop.
Cool. All right. I think this looks good. Just that two things. One is 12 ke aage, maybe if you just show seconds, the string
Okay.
seconds, it gives more context.
Yeah.
So that what is that number? And from a demo perspective, you have handled playing starting after stopping again, right? So if you have handled that, definitely show it. ठीक है. Overall looks good. Pretty nice. Harshna, that's yours.
Thank you.
Oh, what is this? Okay. A bunch of. All right. Let's refresh. Cool. Let's, yeah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, it was. I forgot to switch it off after testing. So
Cool.
it was already running and then start and stop.
Okay.
And I've implemented a very simple logic, like if the like seconds is less than 59, only then you can add, and similarly for minutes, otherwise you add it to the hour.
Cool. Let's go back to the timer. I just want to see.
This is inside a paragraph. I've added 3 spans.
Understood. again from a just a UX perspective, and I know putting it takes like very less time. What you can do is like 0h then 0m57s. It just shows me that these are hours, minutes, and seconds.
Yeah.
And just from a UX perspective, since you're doing these, if you can do like you can pad with a left 0 if it's a single digit, that would also be perfect. Cool. Let's just
Okay.
stop. Just show the buttons are working.
Oh, just a second. Share again. Yeah. You want me to stop?
No, I want you to show that the buttons are working.
So the button is stop, and it's start.
Okay. Now what happens when you click reset? Okay. Should reset start it?
Resetting your timer, right? You're not asking the clock to stop completely.
What happens when you do that on your mobile or anything? Does reset stop or not?
Oh God, I don't remember.
Okay. So thing with these things is as long as you make it clear with the other person first, then it doesn't matter. Whatever they say, you can do that. Or you can say, hey, I'm assuming I am implementing it this way. But at the end, if you are like surprised by a question, then it just shows that you did not think of it, which you want to thoda sa be mindful of. All right. But yeah, overall pretty nice. I think you have divided it into three different
Parts.
elements. So pretty cool. Pratik, let's see yours.
Yeah, so I have not done any styling yet.
All right.
So if you click on start, it counts to 100 and it resets again every second.
Nice.
So as you can see, if you click on start again, nothing will happen because it's already running.
All right.
Once you click on stop, it stops at the particular second. If you click on start again, it will start at the same time, right? And if you click on reset now, nothing will happen because it's running right now. If you click on stop and then reset, it resets. And yeah, that's basically it.
Understood. Quick one thing. So when you do reset and nothing happens, if you can show an error message that
that it's running.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Right now, what it feels is like if you share this link with me and I click on reset, if you are there, then you will explain this. But if you're not there, I'll just feel that it is broken.
Right.
Like I said, I'm saying in like multiple sessions, if one thing is broken, then I'll just assume maybe more things are broken. So let's do that. Also, so you're trying to show milliseconds, right?
No, so my phone actually does this. So it counts till 100 and then it resets again. That's why I added this.
Nahi, kya hai ye? What is 100?
Yeah, it's milliseconds. So it's
milliseconds.
Yeah.
So you have implemented centiseconds.
Okay. So yeah, that's what my phone does. I actually tried to copy it.
What word?
So my phone actually counts similarly like this. So that's why I copied it.
No, I understand. This is also right. What I'm saying is what you are saying that this is milliseconds. I'm saying that is wrong. These are not milliseconds, these are centiseconds. Does that make sense? Like if out of 1,000, 3 digit, those are milliseconds. Does it make sense?
Correct. Yeah, it is.
And from a UX perspective, if you just do 5.86 and then add a S, that would be like great UX. Again,
I was going to do it, but I'm not.
Yeah, overall looks good. Cool. One thing that I want to focus on, just mention just to everyone, maybe you can note this down as well, is there's no right answer to a question. And we saw 3 demos and all 3 were different. And you can also just sort of note this down as a thing that like different people interpret the same problem very differently. The problem statement was the same, right? I shared the same thing to everyone. and you saw 3 demos and you have your own demo as well, maybe that is also a bit different. And you just see, just a good way to reflect on that. Everyone perceives the solution differently. As long as it's satisfying functionality wise, good to go. Cool. Any doubts, any reflections before we move to the next question? We can raise together. I see one hand. If you have more people have questions, let's not wait for someone else to ask. You can do a reflection as well. But yeah, if you want to speak, now's the time. Pratyush, go for it.
But yeah, I have one reflection from today's experience. Like I had one interview today. So there the interviewer asked me a question, but he himself was not clear with the question. And he was telling me to code for the he had given me a list, and he told me to find unique elements, and after that he told you need to print the total number of each elements, how much they are. So he was himself not clear with the question. So this I wanted to share.
Yeah, I think that is that happens a lot. The best thing that you can do at the start of any question is ask clarifying questions to make sure what you think is the expectation from you matches what the other person thinks. Just for example, I see this is someone asked in the chat, do you want to do it in vanilla or React, right? So that's a good thing to ask upfront, because if you do it 20 minutes later, then pretty much you are at the end of the interview. One person, I think you only asked, do we have to take care of styling? So the good thing about asking questions is, irrespective of the answer, you are saved against any backlash. So let's say if you say that, if you ask, hey, do you want to take care of styling? It puts the onus on the other person. If the other person says yes, then they have to evaluate you, keeping in mind that styling will also take time. Versus if they say that, hey, we don't want styling, then you're free to do anything. But if you don't ask, then they can hold you accountable at the end, ki nahi, nahi, design sahi nahi hai, right? And you can't say anything later. Also, let's say you put a lot of time in styling, and then they can say at the end, array, itna design karne ka zarurat nahi tha. So it's always better to ask more questions at the start itself. Is it only asked should include seconds or even milliseconds? So best to always ask as much as possible. All right, we'll move to the next question. And from a timeline perspective, I'll quickly share this as well, that when you are fluent in JavaScript, like this question should take you like less than 15 minutes to do fluently with UI. Whatever you want to show, like the question that we did, you should be able to do in 15 minutes with UI. All right. But not hard and fast, just from a guideline perspective, you want to get at that level. Okay. The next question is coming up on your Zoom chats, and I'll quickly explain it as well. You have to implement a local storage wrapper with which supports expiry of data. So there are like 3 commands that are there in the question itself. You have to sort of like show that whatever you implement, like these 3 commands should run, and after the comment, there's the expected value out of these statements. So you see there is a set item which sets the key Roc8 to the value 42 with the expiry time of 1000 milliseconds. And when you do get item, get Roc8, it shows you 42. After 1 second, which is the expiry duration, which we used while setting it up, if we get it again, we get null. So think about it. Don't code yet. We'll start aram se. Think about it. If you want to ask questions, you can ask questions. If you just want to think, just think about how you would implement it, and then have a rough estimate, and we'll follow the same pattern. Okay, I see one hand. I'll wait for other hands as well. Pratish, you can Zoom pay DM me the question. I don't want others to take advantage of you being asking questions every time. Yeah, I want others to ask questions. Yeah. And when you're done with the estimate, okay, now we have two conflicting things, which is one, if you have an answer, if you have a question, then raise hand. And then I'm thinking, if you are done with an estimate, raise hand. Harshna, do you have a question or have you done estimating? Okay, go for it.
Like, can we use like built-in tools for this, or are we supposed to develop everything from scratch?
Do it from scratch. Mental model for that is, think of what complexity you're showing if you're using something already. Let's say if using something does it in 1 minute or 2 minutes, like 5 lines or something, then you're not really showing that you're not showing your logic, right? So yeah, there's no hard and fast rule on this, but it's about, you want to show, just say in the previous thing you showed, right, that you have done some if else, some conditional things, right? That is what you want to show, that hey, I can handle logic. So yeah.
And this is also to be done in JS?
Rajesh. Rishabh, go for it.
Yeah, I just have one question, that user will enter this key and value as an input, right? And it will,
Up to you.
okay.
Now, good thing about this is, now since I've told you up to you, whatever you do, I cannot like say ki arey aise kyun nahi kiya, right? But if you had not asked this question, I would have said this. Nahi, I was expecting this. Okay. Like, has everyone understood the question? Because like, if you start coding and if you have like any small doubt about the question, then now's the time to ask, because if you have doubts about this question, you'll not be able to code. And if you'll not be able to code, then it's a waste of time for you. Harshna?
Yeah, sorry. The time also, is it like fixed for 1 second, or will it be according to the user's input?
Up to you. Cool. Let's do an estimate. Just raise your hand when you're done with the estimate. I think you should be like done by now. Just like whatever number comes in your mind. Yeah. Pranay, Ananya, Pratyush, Harshna. तुमने तो clarifying question पूछ लिया अब. You.
No, I forgot to raise my hand.
Okay.
Sorry.
Pratyush? Perfect. Cool. Let's type in the chat. Don't press enter yet. Let's see those estimates in 3, 2, 1, go. I see 20, 20, 20, 20, 25, 15, 20, 30, 25, 15, 5. Okay. I don't know. This is like an outlier. 30, 20, 20, 3, 20, 20, 30, 15, 25.
Swapnil, it was a typo.
क्या है? What is that number? 320 की जगह?
Yeah, I mean, I was about to type 20 minutes, but
ठीक है.
just delayed.
Zoom barely needs the edit chat option. 30, 15, 25, 15, 20, 20, 20. ठीक है, let's do 20 minutes and you can lower your hands. I'll see you at 7:30. All right, time's up. Let's do a quick reflection now. Just calculate your actual time taken. If you're done, then whatever time you took. If it's still remaining, then just add rough minutes. The more time you need, 20 plus whatever, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Calculate the actual time and type in the chat in the format of A to B. A is estimate, B is actual, and let's see those answers. Let's get the videos on. All right, let's see those answers. When did we start it? We started at 7:10. So yeah, till now we are 20 minutes in. So if you need more time, 20 plus whatever time you want, that is your B. So let's see the reflection in 3, 2, 1, go. 20 to 15, which is pretty nice. Like keep going down. 15 to 11, nice. 2023, pretty close. 2025, 20 to 10, 20 to 15, 15 to 15. I think Anshul, kudos, man. I think this is where we want to reach at, which is estimates and actuals should be super close. 30 to 18, 20 to 15, 15 to 5. A big what happened? What like why so much of it?
It became very easy when I started coding. I thought it would be difficult to code, but the
Yeah,
logic was pretty simple.
got it. Not a good thing. Matlab, this is like a very high difference. Let's plan out better. What it then shows is that we don't understand the logic well enough to be able to estimate it, like if the differences are so high. 25 to 15, same. 20 to 30, all right. 15, 20, 20 to 30, 20 to 15, 30 to 25, 20 to 30, 20 to 7, 20 to 25. Which one do you want me to pick, right?
Actually, I like the output was console logged, so it took less time.
Which one do you want me to pick?
Second one.
Cool. This is cool. 2025, 15, 16, 25, 30, 15, 25, 30 to this is 32, 25. Shivani, what is this?
It's 25.
Got it.
Type it.
Okay. 20 to 30, 20 to 15, 20 to 15, 14, 15, 20. All right, cool. Any reflections we can hear from people? This time feels like more people overestimated. Like last problem, say you're like, chalo, maybe we'll need more time. But yeah, just want to hear from people. Reflections. How was it? Anything you want to share? Yes, Syed.
So yeah, even I overestimated it, but I could write the logic, but I didn't know how to wrap it around the window object. So I think I need to work on learning how to manipulate window object better. And yeah.
Cool. Right.
Actually, like last time, my logic was proper, but I forgot the syntax, so that took me a lot of time. This time also logic was correct, but I remember the JS because last time I coded that and like bits and pieces came back, so it took less time.
Nice. Good thing to extrapolate here would be that as you do more and more practice, it becomes more of a muscle memory. Like best thing would be you just sit down to code and apne aap ho raha hai, everything is you know what to do. That is intuitively happening. All right, cool. Let's see some demos. Who wants to show demos? Just raise your hand. I see a lot of dones in the chat. So whoever is completed, people who have showed already, you can lower your hands. Other people who who are done. All right. Pratyush, have you showed or not?
No, Bhaiya.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, just think of it as a demo. So your time starts now.
So basically, when suppose I give my expiration time as 5,000, initially it was 1,000, so it will come over here. Item will get set, and it is like I'm doing Roc8, get item Roc8. Yes, so it is giving me 48, 42, and then I'm doing again. Then 42 is coming. So yeah, this is my code where what
Okay, code is fine, but if you see the problem statement, it says on the first get item you should get 42, and then after some time when you run it again, then you should get null. You should not get the key, right? So from that perspective, are you showing this in your demo?
yes, then okay, null. I forgot that null part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the question
Okay.
tells you to like show in a particular way, right? This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Cool. I think yeah, logic looks good. I also like that you showed me the local storage, which is pretty cool. All right. Who is next? I had seen one more hand which went down. Yes, Syed, go for it.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, your time starts now.
Right. So even I am giving it 5,000 because it's clearing very soon, and when I'm typing Roc8, it gives me 42, and after 5 seconds, it should give me
Done. Demo is, I think, perfect demo.
Right.
This is exactly what was asked in the question. All right, Abhik, go for it. You're on mute. Abhik, you're on mute.
You can set the value and
Alright.
get the value. After some time, you will get null.
Awesome. I think I like how visual this is. This is like you don't have to what do you say, copy paste commands and everything. Like you have done it, click this. Like if you have to share this to someone, I think yeah, this is pretty well done. Awesome. Prateek.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, I created this on my console. So if I execute it, like, and if I'm getting the value. If I rerun it, it is
Awesome.
returning the null. That's it. Thank you.
All right. Mehul.
Hello, sir. Hello, Swapnil.
Hey.
Not able to share this. Yeah. Okay.
Try now.
I'm not seeing an option.
Weird. Maybe rejoin. Just leave meeting and join again. Meanwhile, Tony, let's see yours.
Yeah, hi Swapnil. So actually I have a different method, but I'm not sure if it's right. So to share my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, so if I just refresh my screen, I get 42. See this. If I just clear this, I get none again. But I use the class syntax, so is that fine?
Yeah, I think it's fine, right? So we are just concerned with the output, right? The syntax and everything is like, that's totally fine.
Alright.
Just from a demo perspective, I like all my attention is being taken by the yellow and red
Like this.
warnings.
Yeah, actually, there was another problem. I couldn't try. I tried it on a new tab. It didn't work. So I was getting some exception. But I tried
Yeah.
it on something which I just opened as
This is
YouTube in the background.
this is a good rabbit hole to go into. Figure out why this is happening.
Why? Yeah.
I think so. The thing about coding is there's always a reason. There's never a randomness associated to it. There's a reason why it is working there, it is not working here. So figure that out maybe in your free time. But
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I just don't like the warnings that are there, you know. Is there a way to filter out? Just click on errors warnings at the top. Yeah,
Okay.
this is like much cleaner, right?
Much better.
Yeah, because before that, my first instinct was, hey, are these errors in your?
Folder.
And yeah, that does not look good.
Got it.
But yeah, overall looks good.
Cool.
Mehul, try now. Anyone who did anything different, if they want to showcase, they can also, now's the time to raise hand. Mehul, are you there?
So yes, can you see this one?
Yes.
Okay. So first of all, this is my code. So let me first go. So now you can see the window loading stage and some after the 1 second. So I think it will get very good.
Perfect. I think this is a very well written flow. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's go, Seven.
Yes, okay. My method is completely different. I think so. Let me just...
All right. Let's see it.
Is the screen visible?
Not yet. Yes, go for it.
Okay, so you enter a number with the second key, and if you get it, it will be 42, and after 2 seconds, it will be 1. So is it right or?
So like why there is a number like but not the key?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
So there's a key and a value, right? So value you're taking, the input you're taking value in the text box, right? Why not take the key as well?
Oh, so you're telling this to take as
No, I'm not saying to take this. I'm asking you why you chose to take value in the input and not the key. Like, what is the reason behind that?
I thought key was constant, so.
But from a like a programming perspective, like the key would also be dynamic, right? You would not just store one key anytime. If you're just storing one key anytime, then that defeats the purpose of key value pairs. Then you can just ignore the key entirely, right? If there's only one key, right, then there's no point of having key, right?
Got it.
Yeah, I like what you did, which is putting the fields and then doing it visually. But yeah, if you had added all the 3 fields, key, value, and seconds, and then set value, and then one more section which was enter the key and get value, I think that would be better.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah, I like the thought process. Yeah, this is cool.
Thank you.
All right, Aryan, let's see yours.
Yeah. Okay, my screen is visible.
Yep.
Yeah. So I enter value and set the value. Then on the click of show value, we are showing the value here. And after 1000 seconds, if we click on this, value does not exist.
Nice. Yeah, I like the color, which is red, which is like pretty cool. It tells me there's an error. Error as in it is expired. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I would have just wanted that like if you're putting one value in the text field, either you don't have the text field at all, right?
Yeah.
You just do set or show value. But if you're entering value for Roc8 here, like why not add a field for the key as well?
Yeah.
And then maybe add a field for expiry as well. Like basically like there's a function, right? Set item, there are 3 arguments.
Yes.
Either you put all 3 arguments here or you hard code all of them. Like putting one static, other dynamic is sort of does not make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall looks good. Cool. All right, just quick reflection again. Same question, different people interpret it differently, but at the end, the output, the functionality we should be able to replicate. One thing I'm also like super happy about is like I like how your presentation skills have become, which is like I think we saw at least like 10 demos for this question, and like everyone was done in like 10 seconds flat. So yeah, kudos. I think yeah, from a getting to the point fast, amazing. All right, we are yes for us.
Like, can I showcase? I was waiting in the queue. I forgot to raise my hand.
Okay, let's see yours.
I'm running this in a browser.
All right.
Now, like 42 is set. And when we console log the same thing after some delay, and it will be null.
Yeah, cool. One thing you can just add in this is, just say you had to copy paste twice, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in the first code itself, you can do a set timeout and do
Yeah,
a
I had done that actually, but I removed it now.
what?
Like I had done that before like doing this, because initially I had hard coded it for 5 seconds, and then I like added one set timeout for 6 seconds to show the null value. But then I saw that it has to be dynamic. Then I made it dynamic here, so I had to remove that set timeout. Like initially I had written this code, like hard coded it for 5 seconds. Like
That does not matter. See, what I'm saying is, you have done it this way, right? Your only answer could be yes or no.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for explanation, right? I know you are smart enough that you can do it, right? I'm not asking you तुमने सोचा ही नहीं होगा. I'm not asking कि अरे you don't know how to implement it, right? I'm just suggesting this is a way that you could have done it. You can just say, hey, I agree with this, or hey, I don't agree with this, right?
Okay.
And if you agree with this, then we can, the next question could be, okay, how can we show this in a dynamic setting? And then the answer to that could be from my end, let's say, all right, okay, value is dynamic, but then maybe we can do a generic, let's say a 10-second timeout. So we do a get item as soon as the code runs, get item directly, then add set timeout, after 10 seconds, do a get item again. And that sort of, then this code works for all dynamic expiries below 10 seconds, right? Cool.
Thanks.
Rai, you had raised your hand.
No, why is that?
Cool. All right, how is the Josh? Yeah, I know we have taken a lot of time, but yeah, how's the Josh? Type in the chat. Do you want to go? Do you want to go more? Do you want to do more? Do you want to call it a session? Type in the chat. Don't press enter yet because it biases other people. It just shows you can't follow instructions. As simple as like whatever. I'll say it very frankly, right? Whoever cannot follow instructions, I'll not hire them in my team, because as people who are entering the industry, following instructions is one of the crucial part. I understand the sentiment, that is fine, but you should understand the reasons behind the way we do things, right? And I've explained to you the reasons, which is once the waterfall activity ensures that we get an unbiased opinion, unbiased lay of the room. When you put it before I say or I tell you to, yeah, it just biases other people, right? Now, if someone wants to get out, they will just feel bad about, okay, now, okay, so let's see the lay of the room. No judgment. Let's see in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. I see it mixed. What I'll do is I'll pick a small question, then we'll do one more, then we'll wrap it up, and then the other questions will continue tomorrow same time. Cool. So small question should not take a lot of time, and let's do it with the max speed possible. Final question of today's session. ये रहा आपके, अरे यार क्यों नहीं हो पाता है मेरे से टाइम पे? All right, final question of today's session ये रहा आपके Zoom chat पे. Implement a function to remove the duplication array, modify array in place whenever you have an estimate ready. And I don't think you should take a lot of time to estimate this. Within 1 or 2 minutes, you should be able to estimate it now. Whenever you're done with the estimate, raise your hand, and we'll code it very fast now. We'll not wait for like a lot of time. Yeah, I'm looking to wrap the session up as soon as possible. If you have an estimate in mind, raise your hand, and then we'll go code it. We'll sort of ask if you want to ask questions, and you can unmute, and you can just start speaking if you have a doubt.
I have a doubt.
Yes, go for it.
So it's an array. It can be alphabetic or number, right? Number array.
Yes.
Okay, and like it can be case insensitive.
Let's do it sensitive.
Okay.
Can we use built-in functions? Totally up to you. So what do you want to showcase is complexity, right? If some function helps you do it in like 2-3 lines, then yeah, maybe you can just think of, you can just maybe put that as a solution. And if you have more time, just try doing it without it. So yeah, you can show both of them. So the idea is always get it working first. So even if you're using something and you're getting it to work, so that is good. And then if you have more time, just try showing as much of your code as possible, because that is where you're showing your logic. Other people, do you have an estimate? Faraz, Aryan, Rai, or you have a doubt? Nimish, Prakash, Prateek, Ananya. Ananya, are you there? Okay, I'm not sure. Okay, let's lower your hands, type in the estimates, and let's see those in 3, 2, 1, go. I see 10, 10, 10, 15, 15, 10, 10, 5, 10. Easy way 5, 15. Yeah, not a good thing, right? I'm just asking for one number. This is just a diplomatic way of like, what do you feel you should do, right? That is your decision. You're just sort of putting the decision on the other person. Of course, there are multiple ways to do it, but what way do you want to pick up is the decision that you have had to take, which you did not do. 10, 10, 5, 10, 15, 10, 10, 10, 15, 5, 10. All right, let's do 10. 7:55. Let's start. You can start now. I'll open the rooms. You don't need to join the rooms. I'll see you in 10. All right. All right, folks, time is up. Let's turn our videos on. Let's do the same reflection exercise, A to B. You know the drill. Don't press enter yet, just type it in the chat. Will take 20 seconds. All right, let's see the estimates and actuals in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Wow. Crazy waterfall. I love this. I love this time. Perfect. Okay, so we'll go from 5 next time. All right. 15 to 5. Okay. Okay. Good that you did it fast, but yeah, bad that the estimated is like way off. 5 to 10. Okay. 15 to 18 is pretty nice. 5 to 3. Okay. 15 to 13 is nice. 10 to 9 is very nice. 5 to 10. Okay. 5 to 5. 15 to 15. Perfect. 10 to 10. Perfect. 10. Aryan, what is the, this is just one number. 10 to 10, 10 to 8, 10 to 15. All right. 10 to 15, 10, 5, 5. Cool. Anything you want to share with the group? How was the experience? Anything where you got stuck? Anything which was easier than you thought? Anything you want to share? Now's the time. All right. Who wants to show demos? People who have not shown demos. If you have shown demos today, just you can lower your hand. Need to see more people raising hands. You know me, right? Matlab, I'll make you do either today or tomorrow. So yeah, if you know that you're solved today, then it's better that you show today only. We've already shown, you can lower your hands. All right, Ashish, let's go.
So is it visible here? Hello?
Yes. Go for it.
Okay, so this is the array. I run a function, duplicate array. I took a empty array, then iterate it for using for each loop. Whenever the duplicate number or string comes here, it will not add it to the empty array. And after when the array completes its iteration, it returns an unique array. So Neo-G and Roc8, it removes duplicate array. If I added some more, it will
Understood.
not return.
Understood. What was the question? Can you just tell the question again?
To remove the duplicates in an array.
Got it. It's always best to just copy paste the question at the top of your code so that you know what you're working towards. You forgot something.
Pasted here.
Okay, where is it?
Actually, I copy pasted in a node.
Got it. Got it. Okay. So I'm just saying, if you just keep it at the top of your coding, that's better because you know what you want to do. Yeah. So you can comment it. Yeah. So did you think anything that you missed?
You modify the array. Like I have created a new array, so I have to modify this array.
Correct.
Okay.
So typically interview questions are like either you solve them or you not solve them. And in this case, unfortunately, you've not solved it. I know you can do it, right? That's different. But in this particular question, we did not make it. That's fine. Namrata, let's see yours. Can you come closer to the mic? I think there's something with your setup. Yeah, like before, like interview ke liye, you need to like fix this once and for all. Your volume comes very, very low.
So I did it the same way. Actually, I didn't modify. I made a
Share it.
separate array. Yeah. So, um,
Understood. Got it. Parth, let's see yours.
I also did the same thing. I
Let's
didn't
see.
modify it. Yeah. So this
Does
is comparing the indexes of.
filter
values.
create a new array?
Yeah, filter does create an array. So
Are you
that's
sure?
why we are consoling this remove, right? Inside this remove array function, we are consoling this. We are returning this remove and then consoling this.
Right. So I'm just asking, does filter create a new array? Do you know this?
Yeah, it does create a new array.
Okay. How many people agree with this? Type yes in the chat. If you don't agree with it, type no in the chat. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. We see yes, yes. Okay. Someone says no. Rahul.
Actually, for each does the mutation, and filter does not do the mutation, I guess.
Okay. So this is a new array, right? So filter returns a new array, right?
No, it is not doing the mutation part.
Yes. So it is, if it is not doing mutation, then it is returning a new array, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So cool. Shweta, let's see yours.
Okay, I'll share my screen. Actually, I used reducer. So I took a new array. I did the same way as they did.
Okay. So is this, so the final output, the final output that you have, is this the same array as the first one, or is this a new one?
Yeah, it created a new one.
All right.
Reduce returns a new array.
Okay. You're sure about it?
Yeah, sure. All these methods, filter, map, reducer, they returns new array.
Cool. All right. Anyone else who wants to show? Rai, let's see yours.
No, I wanted to ask a question.
Got it. Rishabh?
Yeah. I'm not able to share the screen.
Rejoin. Pratik?
Yeah, so I use a set method and destructure it into a new array.
It's a new array. Got it. Just one thing that I want to talk about this solution. Yes, it removes duplicates, but if I have to evaluate you from a technical knowledge perspective, if you give me like some more code, then it's better for me to do that. If you just say new set, I know that technically it removes duplicates, yes,
right.
But like if you have more time, You can start with that and then try out something else as well.
Okay, I just finished my course, so that's
Got
why
it.
I just
Right.
Yeah, so
You
about
have,
the
you have a question, right? Cool.
yeah.
Pratyush.
Yes, yeah, I'll share my screen. So like what I'm doing is like I'm taking an object and like I'm removing the duplicates and from the same array and returning the same array. So it's like this ABC.
Got it. Does splice return a new array?
No, it just removes the element from the anywhere from the array, same array. Means like this will take an index, and one element should be removed at one time. So it will remove that index from that index, and I'm doing like I minus minus. So I'm modifying the same array. So I need to go take my pointer back one time back, one step back, and then I like again iterating. So my array size is every time decreasing, changing. So it
Okay.
will like iterate.
Cool. Yeah, I think this is perfect. So the core of this is like, even if you don't get to the same final code, if you just talk about splice in your solution whenever you're answering in this particular question, the interviewer will just mark you ki how you know the difference between using a method that returns a new array versus something that modifies in place, and other things they will help you. Like, so in this case, yes, you were required to write everything on your own, but typically interviews a two-way conversation wherein if you know that there are different kinds of methods, some methods return new arrays, some methods modify in place. Maybe if you just ask them, hey, can I search for it? If you search for it, you find it, and then you remember, hey, you have used it somewhere. Yeah, I think that also works. The core of this is you arrive at slice. All right, Rishabh, let's see yours.
Yeah. I hope it's visible.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the array. If I let's say add something else also, then okay, so the 1 and 2 are repeating and it's modifying it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, can you quickly walk through how it is doing it?
Yeah, so I'm just hard coding the array here, and the check array function is being run. The for each function is being run on the array, and if it's checking the the callback function, I'm using all the possible attributes, value index array, and again I'm running a loop which is checking through all the other elements. So if they are similar, then the element would be removed. And then the array, since I'm using Spice, so the original array is being mutated.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, that's perfect. I just want to like emphasize again that the code that is written here, it's okay if you don't understand 100% of it. The interview will help you get there. But the core of this problem statement is that you pick up on the problem statement ka second part, which is there is a statement written. You should not ignore it if you don't understand it. Like the initial few demos that we saw, maybe they read it, maybe they didn't read it. The end result was they skipped that part, right? And they claimed that the solution is complete. As long as you acknowledge that there is a part of the question that you don't understand, you can ask for the interviewer for hints and you can arrive at a solution together. So yeah, learning for people who are making notes is read the question twice, thrice, ask clarifying questions as much as possible. Yes, Rai, you had a question.
I wanted to ask about the filter returning new array or like modifying the same one. So because I used it in my project and there I made a small mistake, like I was doing, say there was one array and as states should return like in React we need pure functions. So you need a new array, right? But I was doing this array dot filter and it was giving me errors. So I had to use the spread operator, and that is, it was giving new error, and then it gives me right answer. So I think that it does return like the same array and not new.
Just mention this query in Discord, in the Discord channel. I think we can discuss this as thing. Just create a thread in the general channel. Just type it out. I think maybe others can also help you. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right, we are at the end of today's session. Any quick reflections? We will maybe wrap it off in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Any quick reflections from like what did you learn today? Anything that you want to point out specifically? Take some time on reflecting. But the reason why I'm asking is key, if we do the same session tomorrow, of course, with new questions like how, like, are you going to attend? Was this useful, not useful? For us, go for it.
Yeah, so the first reflection which I got is that we need to get in touch with vanilla JavaScript because we are too much used to React.js, so we think in React way. So we need to get in touch with vanilla JavaScript, practice more questions.
All right. You mentioned first, so are there others as well?
Yeah, like I'm not able to think in that fashion because like since long I've been like developing applications which don't require like these.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll get there. Malab. Good thing is we don't have a, we're not aiming we'll give a proper interview tomorrow. We have time. Slowly.
And one query I had, so like we can expect these type of questions in an interview, right?
These are all real interview questions. Yeah. Harshna?
Yeah, the one thing that I realized is that I was making things like more complex than required. Like, for the second question, I completed the minimum requirement, but like unnecessarily, I was going like advanced instead of focusing like optimizing the original part.
Yeah, I think that's a very valid reflection, which is take some time. I think always before coding, take some time, think of what you want to do. And yeah, I think that definitely helps, right?
I think logic wise, it's not much of the problem, like at least for these 3 questions. But because we have been coding in React for so long and vanilla JS, like from, I guess, 4 months, there was no vanilla JS. So
Yeah.
that was a bit difficult because remembering syntax was difficult part, and to find it even when Googling. So that, and one more thing I wanted to say. Yeah, the thing that Harshna mentioned, like instead of optimizing on the things that were important, I think I was trying to make the UI better or
yeah. So basically this comes under time management, which is you have to do stuff in a way that is incrementally updating your solution rather than the same that we talk about in introducing yourself or your project showcase, or like just get to the point first, right? So at any point, if you're broken, if someone says that time's up, are you okay with that solution, or will you say no, I need like 10 extra minutes for this section? It's better that you have a working thing in place and then you're incrementally adding things on top of it, be it UI, be it more features. But at the core should be something, there should be something working, and like always get to that level first and then keep on adding things. Yeah.
Also, I wanted to add that like the last question, there the part about deduplicate function was very you can say, like while reading it was being highlighted when I read it, and the second part was like it was small part, so like I didn't pay that much attention to it, so I completely oversaw it.
Yeah,
So
this is by design.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, don't feel ki you missed it. Like the success metric of the question is that you should miss it. Yeah, cool. Pratyush?
But yeah, like in first question I was having a problem. Like I know vanilla JavaScript, I have had a few hands-on But what happened in first question was like I was thinking of the real stopwatch thing and like was trying to do but was not getting like how that 60 seconds or 60 minutes will get converted. So in that I was stuck, but the rest everything I did. So yeah, that was my reflection.
Awesome, cool. I think we have good reflections. I hope to see most of you in tomorrow's session. Yes, Shivani.
Starting of the exercise, I was stuck. I need to work on React.js concepts. After that, doing 2 other questions, I got confidence in it, so I can do it. That was the thing. Within a time, doing that question, it was very tough, but I will be work on it. Yeah, that was a great thing.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. All right, we'll end the session here. And okay, end mein mat karo na. Like if you want to raise hands, like ek saath kar do. Like this is the second time I'm being interrupted. Okay, if you want to share, now's the time to raise your hands. I don't want end mein wapis. This feels like a very first bencher behavior. Ki at the end mein, are 1 minute or 1 minute or yes, Athar, go for it.
No. So the reason why I didn't raise my hand earlier was because it's not related to reflections.
Okay.
So my question was related to the hackathon. Can we discuss that?
Man, this is like too late. Register
Okay.
for now. Let's discuss it tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Cool. Yeah, I know we should have discussed it, but like it's more than 2 hours already. Yeah. It will take more time. Yeah. I'll not be able to complete the discussion on it in 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Yes, Rishabh.
But yeah, just you can kind of clarify on team, because I think we can go with a team of 2, no? In the hackathon itself.
Yes.
So we should register with a team or what?
Register individually.
Individually.
There are options that if you already have a team, then just say, I have a team. I don't need help in making a team. If you, there are like clear options, right? If you see the registration page, do you want to participate as a team? No. Do you want to participate as a team? Yes, I'll make the team myself. Do you want to participate as a team? Yes, and I need help. Like these are very clear options. Have you just go to the registration page, you'll find all the options there. Same with idea as well. If you need help with the idea, there's an option for that. If you don't need help with an idea, there's an option for that. Yeah, like the form has all the details.
So you're recommending us to register as an individual, right?
There's no other way to register. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. All right. And like these things you can also put on Discord, right? You don't need like me live for this. Just tag me on Discord. I'll reply. Cool, folks. We'll wrap this up here, and I will see you tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m.